When you hear America, images of New York, the Statue of Liberty, and maybe McDonald's come to mind. But America is different. Especially if you veer a bit and head west. Our route is a 16-day journey. Los Angeles, Yosemite, San Francisco, then a flight to Las Vegas, and from there into the canyons. Zion, Bryce, the Grand Canyon, Sedona, and finally San Diego, to hear the Pacific roaring in California's southernmost city. Each day brings a new climate, a new landscape, a new mood. Here, you can start the morning by the ocean, lunch in the mountains among sequoias, and end the day under Vegas's neon ceiling. Watch the sunrise in the desert, the sunset by the shore. Hundreds of miles of roads, but no 2 days are alike. If you're thinking about a trip through the American West, this might be helpful. Let's go. Our journey began in Los Angeles, a city that's been in so many movies, that when you land it feels like you've been here before, but that's an illusion. The reality is always different. We rented a minivan for the 4 of us from Alamo. 7 seats, spacious like a suite on wheels. In the lot, there was a whole showroom waiting. A dozen vehicles with the keys inside. Take any you like. We picked by vibe. We folded down 2 rear seats and fit 4 large suitcases easily. Route planned, playlist on, time to roll. The city is made for cars, not feet. Our hotel, the Lowe's Hollywood. Right in the center, our window faced the actual Walk of Fame. You step out of the lobby and immediately step on someone's name. Someone you've known since childhood. Clint Eastwood, Jack Nicholson, Michael Jackson. They're beneath you, along with thousands of tourists and street performers. Our 3 days in LA felt like a movie trailer we suddenly jumped into. First up, Griffith to understand the scale right away, to see LA from above and know, for sure, it's real. Then the Getty Center. It's more than a museum. It's an architectural meditation. Pristine white terraces. Meticulously manicured gardens. It feels like you're somewhere between California and Tuscany. And entrance is free, by the way. You only pay for parking. We drove through Beverly Hills. The streets are pristine, palms aligned just so. Houses like in TV shows. Nothing unnecessary. We visited Rodeo Drive. It's exactly as it should be. Boutiques lined up, signs speak for themselves. Universal Studios, where Hollywood's dream factory suddenly becomes reality. You step in and within moments you're inside the movies. In a world that used to exist only on screen, the attractions aren't just rides. Harry Potter Simulator, Transformers, Jurassic Park, and of course The Mummy, dark, intense, with acceleration you don't expect. The shortest ride in the park, but emotions for the entire day. Everything is high quality, well thought out, respectful of detail. Buy tickets online in advance. It's cheaper and saves a ton of time, which you're better off spending inside than in line outside. After loud Los Angeles, we headed toward Yosemite National Park. The drive is long, almost 6 hours, but the views are breathtaking. We started with Mariposa Grove, the park's southern section with giant sequoias. We hit the Grizzly Giant Loop Trail, easy but very scenic route. And headed to Grizzly Giant, the massive, majestic tree over 2,000 years old. El Capitan, not just a rock, it's a real monument. Standing at its base, it's hard to believe it's not CGI. And the waterfalls? There are many here, each sounding unique. Important to know, park entry is $35 per vehicle, not per person but per car. But if, like us, you plan to visit several national parks, get the America the Beautiful Pass. It costs $80 and gives access to nearly all U.S. national parks for a year. San Francisco, a city where you immediately feel the terrain. Nothing here is flat, literally. Every turn is either up or down. Walking is tough, but intriguing. We stayed at the Holiday Inn San Francisco Golden Gateway. We got a room on the 27th floor with an amazing view. Quiet neighborhood, a convenient launch point close to cable cars and quick access to the Fisherman's Wharf. At Pier 39, you'll find sea lions. They lounge on the floating docks as if nothing's happening. And honestly, you're kind of in their way. We rode the famous cable cars, those trolleys with hand-crank controls and wooden seats. Not fast, but pure charm. Feels like you're riding through time, not the city. Lombard Street, not just a street, it's a zigzag on a hill. We drove down it slowly at walking speed, as you should. It's more a ritual than a road. Flowers, turns, tourists with phones, and it all feels friendly and cozy. Golden Gate, yes, everyone knows it. We didn't walk across it. We simply drove to the other side and climbed to the viewpoint. There, the city and the bridge form one panorama. No showmanship, just beautiful. We flew to Las Vegas from San Francisco, an hour and a half in the air, and you're amid neon signs, mirrored facades, and 40 degrees Celsius heat. We stayed at the Vdara Hotel on the Strip, a cozy, modern hotel. The Strip, the artery of the city. Everything that is Vegas lines this street. Hotels, casinos, restaurants, replicas of the Eiffel Tower, Venice, New York, all in one line. We explored a bit, gambled symbolically in the casino, no fanfare. That was enough. We caught two shows, Awakening, tech-heavy with incredible lighting and live energy. Ka, more classic, with a heavy focus on acrobatics and drama. Both worth seeing, but Awakening stuck with me longer. It grabs you instantly. In Vegas, everything happens quickly. You arrive, take it and settle in, and it's already time to move on. And honestly, that's perfect, because the real wonders are ahead. There we met our friends from New Jersey and continued the route together. Zion. Not the largest park, but perhaps the most cohesive. Everything works smoothly, trails, planned navigation, clear logistics, convenient. On day one we chose the Canyon Overlook Trail. A short path, about 1 kilometer, but everything is thought out. Railings, crossings, views. Easy to walk, yet still interesting. At the end is a viewpoint with an open canyon view. A place where you don't want to rush. The next day we did Angel's Landing, one of the park's most famous routes. We got to the chains section and decided not to continue further. Even without the final ascent, it was a rich route. The trail rises in a serpent path, then enters a narrow gorge and emerges above the valley. We left the car at the visitor center, then took the shuttle. It's free and runs regularly. Stops at all points of interest. Convenient, reliable, and most importantly, no extra traffic inside the park. Bryce Canyon. A place hard to imagine in advance. You can see photos, read descriptions, but in person, it's totally different. Not a canyon in the usual sense, but more like an amphitheater carved by time. You look down and see a forest made of stone. Thousands of tall, pointed hoodoos packed together as if placed by hand. We hiked several trails. We started at Sunrise Point, descended via the Navajo Loop, one of the most popular sections. On the upper level are viewpoints. Sunrise, sunset, inspiration, Bryce Point. Best enjoyed late in the day when the sun sets. After Bryce, it seemed nothing could surprise us anymore. But the Grand Canyon isn't about surprise. It's magnitude on another level. We visited the South Rim at South Rim Visitor Center, the most accessible and developed part of the canyon. Lots of viewpoints, paved walkways, good infrastructure, yet even so, the feeling doesn't fade. After the canyon's Sedona, a completely different rhythm. A town among red rocks. Mild climate, neat streets. We took a walk, relaxed, caught our breath, and it was just right. Then San Diego. Mild, coastal, spacious, main goal the USS Midway aircraft carrier. An old naval giant turned museum. On deck fighters, helicopters, inside cabins, the bridge, the engine. Everything open, everything viewable. After San Diego, we returned to Los Angeles and flew home. All in all, the route delivered. Pace, logistics, experiences, it all lined up. If this video helps someone plan their trip, great. And if it just inspires, just as good. This journey will stick with us for a long time.